What's up, you guys? It's KeAmber Vaughn, aka CoachKe, coming back to you with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and also tap the bell so that you are notified of every new video that I post. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, it's time to do the week 3 paycheck to paycheck budget for the month of May. This is my last week in this budget. Sorry that it's coming out late, you guys. I got off yesterday morning, drove the 3 hours to get back here to St. Louis, and then had to do my mom's hair, had to do my hair, had to go to a baby shower, and by the time all of that was done, it was just so late that it was just like so pointless to even try to get the video recorded and stuff. And then now it's coming out late tonight because my freaking memory card just split in half. It's been almost broken for a long time, so I kind of expected it, but I'm like, this is not the best timing for this at all. So I wasn't able to record when I was in Springfield because I got back to Springfield Friday morning, had to work Friday night, Saturday night, and when I got off Sunday morning, I came back to St. Louis. So I had left all my camera equipment and everything here anyway. Okay, so my income this week is $0. I've already X'd out that I didn't meet this goal because this income, it was supposed to be put there anyway. All of this was paid. So of course, in the income allocation worksheet, we're just going to put 0 here. And I'm just going to go ahead and, before I do the paycheck to paycheck worksheet, I'm going to go ahead and add up everything. So my income for this month, if I go week by week, $346.75, then $35.86.04. So my income was $3,935.15. And then $346.75 and $303.307. So I kept this amount in my checking for fixed and variable expenses. And then for savings, $552.97 went towards savings, but actually it was more than that, $87.62. $552.97 plus $87.62 is $640.59. And actually, now that I think about it, I have to add that income in here, that $87.62 that I sent towards savings for my taxes. I have to add that in here, $87.62. So really I made $4,000. And the reason why I have to add it in is because I was going based off of what I wrote over here, but what I wrote over here subtracts that tax money out. But what actually hit my account was this. So if I add the $640.59 plus the $33.82.18, yeah. And I'm really kind of questioning whether I should actually just put the $87.62 here, because if you guys didn't know, well, you'll find out this week. I actually took this and made it that payment towards the Discover card. So it didn't actually stay in savings. So I probably will go back and change that later. We'll see. All right, so I'm just gonna, this week should just be housing and the budget, and it is. So 1 fixed expense and 1 variable expense. So let me set all of this up and then I'll be right back. All right, so I have everything set up. Definitely gonna need these. Okay, so as you guys can see over here, I did go ahead and take this savings amount here and I used that as a payment for the Discover card. So this is my remaining balance right here, which is $592.77. Let me zoom y'all in a little bit. So the reason that I'm doing it this way is because if I pay it off, basically I'm going to pay it off today, then next month, and you guys are going to see in my June budget with me video, I won't have any housing expenses, which means my only Fixed expenses are my car insurance and this membership that I have. So that means that on day one, which is Friday, when I get paid again, I will be able to allocate money towards savings right away. Boom. Whereas if I didn't do it that way, I would basically not start allocating until, I think it would still be my very first check, but I would be allocating way less for the month. So I'm not sure if I want to keep this in savings, because I did send it to savings, but then I pulled it back out. So we'll see later. But so for fixed expenses, literally all we have is the housing, which is, what's today, the 3rd? Yeah. So I paid it today, 6/3. And the amount, I did 200, well, I actually did the whole $592.77, but $392.77 came from my savings account, and I'm going to pay myself back that at the end of this budget. So, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do that. So then we have unbudgeted, and so total, we got $200. And because there's no income, that means we're just in a red for the whole week, which is fine. If you get paid bi-weekly like I do right now, typically I don't, but I do with this contract, you could just do this paycheck to paycheck budget every 2 weeks and leave it at that. I don't like doing that because it's too much reconciling. Not that I spend too much money, but I have a lot of micro transactions, and so dealing with that on a 2-week basis instead of weekly would literally drive me crazy. So I choose to do it this way. You don't have to. So we got the budget, and then we have unbudgeted. Bam, bam. Oh, why did I X out the amount? Yeah, right. It's $280. Then we have total is $280. Remaining is $480. Negative $480. So then let's go ahead and do the savings, which we do have to calculate savings. So even though I'm not allocating anything to savings because of my income, it is the end of the month, and you guys know that I zero back down to $4,000 at the end of the month. So we're gonna do the medical sinking fund, because whatever actually no. Ooh, okay. How do I typically do this? Do I do unbudgeted at the end? So I'm not going to do unbudgeted because I know how I want to send this off. So first I'm going to do miscellaneous / investment sinking fund, because that's where I took that $392 out to go ahead and pay the last of this credit card off. And this will end up being the last of the budget, which will be the 6th. And I'm going to calculate the amount in just a second. And then we're going to have the medical sinking fund, because whatever is in excess of that $392 of me paying myself back is going to go towards the medical sinking fund. So let's go down here, because we have to calculate it this way first. So projected and actual. Okay, so my beginning balance is $5,002.25. And the income is 0. So fixed we have 200. Variable we have 280. And I gotta put the savings in after we calculate this. Okay, so $5,002.25. We are going to, you know what? I am going to keep this as savings back here now that I think about it, because even if I wouldn't have used it in this particular week, what I would have ended up doing is taken whatever in excess, which I would have basically just been this much more in excess for the month, and I would have just paid everything off. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna just keep it that way. All right, so minus 200, minus 280, which means this is what we will be left off with. Okay, and you guys know that I zeroed back down to $4,000. So this is where we're at. So to pay myself back in the miscellaneous / investment sinking fund, that is going to be $392.77. So if I subtract that, we are at $129.48, which I don't believe that I pulled anything else from my savings. Did I? No, I didn't. Okay, yeah, so that works. Okay, so that means that $129.48 is going to end up going towards the medical sinking fund to start that off. So let's go ahead and total this up. The total was $522.25. And then that means the remaining for this week is going to be negative 1,000. I don't feel like doing math right now. $1,002.25. Okay, so now we can finish off down here. We got $522.25, and when I subtract all this, it should be $4,000. 480 minus 522.20, and that gives me 4,000. Now, of course, I'll probably end up saving more. As long as I don't spend my whole budget, I should be fine. The other thing is I might end up with $50 less because this VIP subscription here did not come out of my account still, and it's the 3rd of the month, so it might come out by the end of the month. I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't really know what to say at this point. So yeah, so that is where we're at. I can go. Oh, you know what? I think I took my stapler with me. Oh, here it is. So yeah, this is how I plan to end this month off. I think that I did pretty well this month, especially considering, like, you know, the hassle I had to go through with housing and stuff, and me basically putting myself back in temporary debt to make sure that, you know, just in case. It's always a just in case thing with me. Although I know I have money in my savings, I just, like, for me, like, why take that money out of savings to pay myself back when a real emergency can happen, and then I don't have that extra money that I might need because I just put it on this housing debacle when I could have just put it on a credit card and paid it off in 30 days. So I will tell you guys that I am looking into getting a really good cash back card, because I'm probably going to start just charging everything to my card for cash back. And then every week when I'm doing this part and doing like the expense tracker, which damn, I need to staple a new one. But when I'm doing this every week and I come up with like how much I spent for the week, then I can just make that payment, you know, towards the card. And of course the card, because it'll start off with a zero balance, it'll tell me how much I need to pay. But I'm really thinking about doing my finances that way from here on out, just because when you know how to control it, control your spending, you can really use these cashback type of cards to your advantage. Not everybody has the ability to do that. I think that I'm just fine. I don't think I have any issues. So that's just me. But yeah, so that's the plan we got, you guys. I think that this month went really well despite. And from here into the rest of my contract, my income should be probably almost about $6,000, maybe like $5,600 to $6,000. So I will see a significant increase in that, which will help out next month, because I'll probably end up saving like $2,500 to $3,000 next month, but we'll see. So that is where we're at, you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Please thumbs up this video, subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.